Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave as King Alexander of Scotland. Just turned 50 or 51 even, and got an hour grey hair. But hopefully we'll live a bit longer. We are depressed, so that's going to count against us in terms of our character's longevity here. But anyway, in the last episode we finished conquering Tyrone, or Tyrone as we now call it. And we also declared and conquered Gwynedd. Which we just finished at the end of the episode. I haven't even disbanded my armies yet, so let's get that taken care of. We need to get you back into our borders. I think this is actually all retinue. No, it's not all retinue, but mostly. So we are over a domain limit. We need to grant this to somebody else, and I believe we changed our council laws so that we can actually grant titles without having to run it by the council first. So that being the case, we can just find the best character for the job in our realm. Somebody who's not in prison, don't care about their marital status, not already a ruler of my religion and culture, who is an adult and not already a member of a great house. I'll find somebody with just high stewardship, I suppose. This guy seems just fine. Grant him the County of Gwynedd. I don't think we have the lower titles, but let's click that anyway, just in case. And give that to him. Alright, so I think we might want to try to stay at peace for a little while, just to let some of these people calm down a bit. Got some fairly sizable opinion penalties here. Let's just check on our infamy as well. We're up to 1%, got 1.92. No, 2.2%. We're decaying down pretty quickly, though, still at 0.28 per month. So nothing we need to worry about there. So we can, as soon as we're ready to go to war, we can create the Duchy of Ulster here. And then we can press a de jure claim on Argila. We should probably grant this county out to somebody at some point as well. But no reason to do that just yet, since we can hold it. And we do have a dangerous faction, namely the increased council power in Scotland faction, courtesy of our vassal Duke Malcolm of Galloway and our Duchess of Munster. Well, she can't be appointed to the council. Malcolm could be. But I think for the moment we'll just try to grant some land or some honorary titles to these people and hopefully keep them off our backs that way. Though these, of course, are worth less than they used to be in terms of opinion. And definitely aren't going to be enough to get them out of the factions, I think. Maybe our best bet is the Duchess, since she doesn't have the not appointed to council modifier, though she has others that are just as bad, if not worse. I think we might just have to appoint Malcolm to the council. Well, we can always fire one of these mayors, since they don't matter too much. I definitely don't want to fire a loyalist, and I prefer not to fire a pragmatist, but maybe that's our best choice. Can we remove him from the council? We can. So he's not going to be happy, of course, but he's only a mayor. How bad could it be? And let's see, we can probably find something better for Duke Malcolm here to do than just be an advisor, though I believe he's best at martial, and we have... what am I looking for here? And we have a 20 martial skill character already. He probably has better than 9 intrigue, though? Is that true? No. Okay. We'll just appoint him as advisor then. Appoint councillor. That should get him up to a much higher opinion and disallow him from being in the faction. We are, of course, also trying to spy on our Duke of Albany here, but not having much success yet. Speaking of him, he is our steward and isn't doing anything right now, so let's have him collect taxes in our capital. Countess of Westmoreland is trying to usurp my title. Her Chancellor is travelling around Cumberland trying to find both documents and supporters. Help him legitimize a claim. Let's try to make him disappear. We'll lose 10 piety, but we can afford that. A new bird has arrived in the Muse, and a new book on the art of writing poetry is in the library. I do like the sound of disastrous or fortunate falconry. Maybe we'll go for the book this time, though. Uh-oh. We have a peasant revolt in Clydesdale. Okay, 3,800. Well, I guess we're going to have to raise some troops whether we want to or not. Holding control so they don't get immediately squished. And we still want to be a bit careful about where we have these rendezvous. Well, let's do these separately, I suppose. Since it doesn't make sense for you to go over there. The assassins I sent failed miserably, and the troublesome Chancellor continues his work to fabricate a claim on my title. Okay. Well, that's fine. The poetry book is really inspiring. I can feel creativity bursting through my body. Give me a quill. So we get aspiring poet, giving us +1 diplomacy, which is nice. Apparently we can call in Norway to this if we so choose, but I don't think we are going to need to. Our vassal, Duke Mungo of Moray, has finished his education in stewardship and become a decent character, educationally speaking. In fact, he only has content and fortune builder, so maybe not great, but now he does want to be on the council, which is pretty unfortunate. Let me see, our newly appointed Malcolm of Galloway turned out to be a pragmatist, so that's fine. If we want to fire somebody else, I guess it would have to be the mayor here, and he's a loyalist, so obviously I'd prefer not to do that. Maybe we'll see if Duke Mungo will just stay out of factions thanks to him being content. Maybe we can get away with not appointing him to the council. He should have the +15, I think, for mentor. Since we educated him ourselves. He is annoyed about his raised levies as well, though, which is unfortunate. I suppose we should probably try to hold a feast or something to improve opinions a bit. Alright, Clydesdale is plains, so we shouldn't have any terrain penalties here. Don't think we're crossing a river either. To Lothian, or from Lothian. So we'll get the reinforcements in, though the battle might be over before they even arrive. Your experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things you'll do differently in future battles, so we can focus on flat terrain, which we do have a lot of hills in our home territories, but also some plains, so that could be useful. We can focus on the flank, though in reality we're probably not going to be leading too many battles ourselves. We'll just take flat terrain, I suppose. Alright, the one battle gets us to 100 already, so we can enforce our demands. We will execute you, though we do have to have the council approve, which they do. So we'll do it. Okay, and we should probably go ahead and hold a feast. Alright, we have to wait for, what is it, November? That's fine, I'll just try to remember. And we'll wait, I guess, until after the feast, at least, before declaring any other wars. I gained a tithe, so that's good. I do want to keep a decent amount of gold on hand, which is why I'm not spending any on upgrades or anything. We have accepted a call to arms from the King of Norway against his Norwegian revolt. Okay, we have no other choice. I suppose we can go and help him. He did come and help us, even though it was largely unnecessary. Let's see, she has 3.8k to his 4.3k. So I guess our help would be valuable. I don't want to annoy my vassals, or at least the ones that are very annoyed. So I suppose we can just raise our own domain troops, send them over with our retinue. A little bit of a dangerous game because we're weakening ourselves with respect to our vassals if we lose any of these troops, which we likely will. We'll keep spying on the Duke. Let's see, I guess we'll raise boats from some of our vassals, since we can just disband them pretty quickly. Then re-raise them later. And they're pretty expensive to maintain. I believe this will be enough. Alright, so it seems like the bulk of the revolt armies, if not all of them, are going to be in the plains here, which is good. Hopefully we can just fight one quick and decisive battle here and then get our troops home and disbanded. She's calling in a favor from him, okay. About what, I wonder? Probably that's related to her own council, since he's her spy master. So we'll probably change their mind about coming here. Maybe not, they still seem to be coming. I don't think we can see when we're due to actually land. Oh, I guess it was same day, that's kind of unfortunate, but we have the hills. Even if we have the morale disadvantage. We're getting faster levy reinforcements. We have leaders in charge, if not the best ones. Well, let's hope this goes okay. Not too optimistic, but it seems to be... Oh. Well, it seemed to be going well until King Alexander of Scotland received a crushing blow to the head in battle, and will not stir from his repose, so we've become incapable. Curses indeed. I guess that's totally my fault for not appointing different leaders to the army before we loaded them onto the boats, which is what I should have done. Alright then. So we'll have a regent appointed. It's going to be our brother and heir, who seems likely to inherit sooner rather than later. But let's hope we at least win the battle anyway. Which it looks like we're going to. We gain some tech points from Constantinople too. So now that the succession seems imminent, we should also note that we changed our vote to our nephew here, whose people seem to not be in favor of. So it looks like we are going to definitely inherit as our brother. Which I would prefer not to, since he is actually older than we are. And we're probably going to end up having 2 successions in fairly quick succession. Okay, so we did win the battle at least. I'm just going to call our involvement in this war done then. Say we've done our part and head home. Hopefully that should be enough for Norway to win the rest of the war. Let's see, we reduced her levy to 2.3k to Norway's 4.25. That should be enough. And he also has Denmark and this Earl on his side. So I feel like we've done enough there. He's probably going to need to transport this army over. Oh, this is actually from Ossory. So never mind. Alright, indeed it did not take very long. So we are now King Waldev, brother of our previous ruler, King Alexander. So we're ill ourselves actually already. We're also plotting to kill a duke, which is interesting. Our new heir is currently our son, who is actually an okay character. We'll see who we can vote for though. Died comatose in bed, long live King Waldev. Alright, so we will have a discontent council for a while, which is worrying. People owe each other favours apparently. Oh, he's returning a favour to me. Lots of these people are returning favours to me. Okay, that's much less worrying. So we can probably just push through any law that we want right now, if we so desire. We are not married? No, our heir is unmarried. Okay. We should definitely get something going for him. Potentially something for a non-aggression pact, if we can find somebody. Let's see, actually. Yeah, we have no non-aggression pacts or alliances with our new character here. Well, before we get him married, we'll check out who is actually going to be our heir. So we'd prefer somebody relatively young, if possible, and obviously capable. I guess our son is maybe the best choice in that case. Maybe our nephew, Prince Alexander, will actually be more successful in the voting this time, since he's from a different branch of the family. Which is relevant to Tanistry. We'll try Alexander. See how people vote. Okay, we also need to pick a character focus. We might want to choose diplomacy for the moment. And probably health, I guess, maybe to cancel out ill and make sure we don't have another succession too quickly here. We have a commander title to give out. 2 of them, in fact. Give one to our son. The council is discontent, and we do have the ability to hold a grand tournament, which actually is probably worth doing for the prestige and general opinion. We'll just unpause for a little while here and see how bad the faction situation is going to be here. Alright, so Alexander is apparently being voted for. Well, just by us so far. It seems relatively popular. Oh, never mind. It is our nephew. Our other nephew, who is actually going to be the heir. That's fine too, I suppose. So we could get a non-aggression pact with the Holy Roman Empire, which could be useful. And she's also quick. So that seems good on both the political and the eugenics fronts. Alright, I think we'll do that. And we'll try to upgrade our non-aggression pact to an alliance, so they'll actually help us out in wars. We'll see if they'll accept that already, actually. Nope. Opinion is 1+, base reluctance is 1-. So if we had a higher opinion, maybe. Or he had a higher opinion. We could offer to join his war. Which could improve his opinion. I don't think I want to get involved in an overseas war right now, though. Especially since we did just have a dangerous faction pop up. Duke of Galloway. So he's not unhappy about anything in particular. We do have a lot of money, so we can hand out bribes. I think we'll get our tournament going, though. Get our opinion bonus as soon as possible. Fortunately, we do have a lot of money carrying over. Maybe we can just cancel our plot to kill this Duke, since I don't know why we're doing that. Alright, the tournament begins soon. Arrange marriage from the leader of the Norwegian revolt. I don't think we'll be doing that. So I guess we're no longer aligned with Norway, so... I mean, what is this revolt over? War against his tyranny, I see. We'll just stay out of that whole situation. Alright, my illness has passed. Duke Malcolm has founded the elective succession faction. Council power is still dangerous. We'll see how it looks after the tournament, though. We might get enough opinion with Malcolm here to get him out of it. Let all show their martial brilliance. This is the time. Please, quickly. We could also send him a gift. He doesn't want that much. I think we can spare 57 as well. Okay, that plus the opinion bonus from the tournament, which presumably will happen soon. The Council of Scotland has rejected the institution of the levy-shifted tribal obligations law. Okay. I'm not sure why we were voting on this. I didn't get any notification that it had started. But okay. Our Earl of Galloway got 3rd place. And fought hard he did. Steward of Man has come 2nd. And this guy has come 1st, despite his relative lack of martial prowess. That's okay, the tournament is over. We gain opinion with relatively few people, actually. I thought we got opinion with all of our vassals, but apparently not. But we do get prestige. So Malcolm is still not out of the faction. Do we have an honorary title available? We do not. But the short reign penalty will be decreasing all the time, and we are gaining prestige, so hopefully he'll drop out pretty soon as he gets above 80. But we are out of time for this episode, so we'll have to leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.